You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now and the Westwood One Radio Network. Super Bowl winning head coach Pete Carroll is back in the NFL after a season off from coaching. He's now the new head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Carroll, at 73 years old, becomes the oldest head coach in NFL history when Week 1 kicks off. Jacksonville also found their new head coach in Liam Cohen, who becomes the Jags' 7th season opening head coach since 2011. And a major change in Houston on Friday. The Texans are moving on from offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. For Championship Sunday in the NFC, Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert practiced in full Friday with his ankle injury and says he's a go. In the AFC, the Bills with some challenges in their secondary. Starting safety Taylor Rapp is out, while cornerback Christian Benford remains in the NFL's concussion protocol and is listed as questionable. As for the Chiefs, just 2 wins away from the first repeat in Super Bowl history. They have no players in their final injury report for this game. This is Ren, NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Welcome to Staples.
I am so pumped. My business is going to kill it this year.
Awesome. How can I help?
First, a new computer.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you save big on tech.
And new posters.
Save on custom printing, too.
And,
a new chair?
A chair. Who has time to sit?
Maybe all your new clients?
Now you're talking.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you'll find huge savings on custom prints, storage, chairs, and tech. And now save up to $175 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 2/1.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com.
And it is 7:30 on this Saturday morning, working on the weekend. Got all kinds of stuff going on. We'll get into that in a little bit. Right now, we got some birthdays to take care of. Today is January 25th, 2025. It's 1/25/25. Birthdays today, the big shot birthdays. Lee Taylor Young, she was in Peyton Place and Soylent Green. She was something. She is beautiful. She's 80 years old today. Dinah Manoff is also a very attractive young lady. She's 69 today. She was in Greece in TV's Empty Nest. Jennifer Lewis of The Preacher's Wife and the PJs is 68. We have actress Anna Ortiz of Devious Minds and Ugly Betty. She's 54. Mia Kirshner, she was in The L Word and 24, is 50 years old today. Christine Lakin of A Family Guy and also Step by Step, 46 today. And singer Alicia Keys, a big-time singer, she's 45. Michael Trevino of The Vampire Diaries is 40 years old today, and those are the big shots. But we got a lot of local people coming up.
The 78th Annual Carrot Festival.
It's coming! It's coming!
But first, it's the coronation dinner that starts the festival with the crowning of royalty and announcing Citizen of the Year. To make it even more special, Carrot Festival Coronation Dinner will be held at the Swiss Club Friday, January 31st, with no host cocktail hours starting at 6 p.m. This will be a night of fun with DJ playing your favorite music throughout the night and a great meal. Cost per person is $40 or reserve your table for $320. Get your tickets now. Stop by the Hautville Chamber of Commerce or call 760-356-2923. That's 356-2923. Or email rosie@hautville-chamber.org.
Happy birthdays this morning, going out to a long list of people. We have Alex Tadin, Brianne Paradise, Cindy Gloria, Corina Ponce, Elvira Avendano, George Almachi, J.R. Estella, Jennifer Robertson, Andrew Penson, Judy Haskell, Katie Ayon, Chrissy Alvarado, Lisa Alvarado, Martin Hernandez, Olga Escobedo, Pancho Sestiaga, We have Juana Sepulveda, Rita Pitones, Sofia Dueñas, Sylvia Verdugo, Tom Mixon, Zane Sherland, Mike Duran, Elvira Alcaraz, Patricia Coronado, Jared Sweet, Prisma Cebreros, Elizabeth Murillo, and Joseph Klein. Happy birthday to each and every one.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And that brings us to the World in California news headlines, brought to you by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe. With the California news, we go to CBS. Or the world news.
CBS News Brief. 4 Israeli hostages have been released in Gaza. CBS's Rami Inocencio in Tel Aviv says this was very different from last Sunday's first hostage release.
It was also much larger in terms of the crowd of onlookers. Hundreds more people. There was even a stage with a banner that had the words, "Zionism will not prevail."
In exchange, nearly 200 Palestinian prisoners are being freed. Jennifer Kuiper reports Pete Hegseth has been confirmed as Defense Secretary.
Republicans not supporting the combat veteran and former Fox News personality.
Mr. McConnell, no.
GOP Senator Susan Collins also voted no, and
Ms. Murkowski, no.
President Trump has ended Secret Service detail for Dr. Anthony Fauci, even though he still has threats on his life. Here's CBS's Margaret Brennan.
The reason he had threats on his life is because of work he did around COVID. These were domestic extremists upset with him and his criticism of Mr. Trump.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. California Attorney General Rob Bonta held the 5th and final immigrants' rights meeting in San Diego. Bonta says he will not put up with President Trump's scare tactics. During the conference, he says the president is not above the law.
The president made a promise to end birthright citizenship, and I made a promise to haul him into court anytime he violates the Constitution or breaks the law. We deserve a law-abiding president. Not a lot to ask. Follow the law. Follow the Constitution.
President Trump promising federal support for Los Angeles County in the wake of the devastating Palisades and Eaton fires. California Congressman Brad Sherman is among several local officials asking Trump for help.
We've got 16 times as much property damage here as from Hawaii, and I'm hoping that we get at least 16 times the federal appropriation for the CDBG program that helps people rebuild.
Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it is time for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in Brawley, in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the local news, weather changes just ahead. Look for some changes in the Imperial Valley weather over the next several days. National Weather Service says that while temperatures will hover near the seasonal normal through the weekend, a slow-moving weather disturbance will result in gradual cooling early next week. There was also a chance for rain showers in the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Rainfall amounts, if any, should be light. Look for drier weather and moderating temperatures returning in the latter half of next week. And a lot of stuff going on today, food, fun, and recognitions. It's all going on today. Starting off with, they've got the Color Fun Run in Imperial going on today. That's a fundraiser. The rest starting at 10 o'clock this morning, 5th and Street and Cedar in Hodeville. It is the gates open. That's when the gates open. It's the 3rd annual Rib Cook-Off, sponsored by Hodeville Booster Club. Teams prepare 4,500 ribs and your favorite side dishes, of course. They will be competing for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place and People's Choice Awards. At 12 noon today, it's the annual Martin Luther King Jr. Luncheon at the Prestige Center in Heber on Yorman Road. The luncheon will feature the Stone of Hope Awards. 11 community members will receive an award this year. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, it's the inaugural Fiesta del Valle Flavor Fest. It will be held at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sports Pavilion in El Centro. It will be hosted by the City of El Centro and Antonio's Baja Catch 22. The free community event will feature a variety of delicious dishes from local vendors, live entertainment, activities for all ages, and a whole lot more. It's a good time. It's going to be a good time. It's first annual, you know.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
And a task force of Imperial Valley firefighters and equipment have responded to the Border 2 fire in San Diego. Fire broke out Thursday near the international border in the Otay Mesa area of San Diego County. Fire quickly exploded to over 5,000 acres and caused evacuations and school closures in the area. The local task force includes personnel and equipment from the Imperial County Fire Department and the cities of Hodeville, El Centro, and Brawley, as well as Morongo Fire and Viejas Fire. The equipment includes 4 Type 6 off-road capable engines, 1 water tender. The Border 2 fire is only 10% contained at last report, which was last night. El Centro police officers arrested a suspected burglar. Day shift patrol officers located a car that matched the description of a vehicle seen at a burglary. A felony traffic stop was made and the driver detained. During the investigation, it was found that the vehicle was also a suspected car in other crimes across the Imperial County. Driver was arrested and booked into Imperial County Jail on a variety of charges. That's it. That's page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
90s Hair Studio is your one-stop destination for style, self-care, and creativity. From stylish haircuts to flawless nails and stunning tattoos, they do it all under one roof. Seniors get a discount on haircuts Monday through Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. 90s Hair Studio, Yaya's Nails, and Imperial Electric Tattoo Studio is located at 116 South Imperial Avenue, Suite A in Imperial, across the street from Johnny's Burritos. Appointments or walk-ins are available.
And it's page 2 with the local news and the local weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour every day, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Unemployment rate ended the year down. Was 17.8% in December, down from the revised 19.1% in November, and below the year-ago estimate of 18.1%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 5.2% for California and 3.8% for the nation. Pioneers Memorial Hospital District has dissolved. It is now part of the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. As of January 21st, PMHD's assets, rights, and responsibilities were transferred to Imperial Valley Healthcare District. The transfer was stipulated in AB 918. Pioneers had appealed the Assembly bill, but the court did not rule in their favor. AB 918 created one healthcare district and includes El Centro Regional Medical Center, Heffernan Memorial Healthcare District, and now PMHD. Also on January 21st, the Imperial Valley Healthcare District appointed Christopher R. Jornberg as the Chief Executive Officer of the newly unified healthcare district. Jornberg had served as the CEO at PMHD before being fired by the PMHD Board of Trustees in September. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District held a board meeting on Thursday at Pioneers Memorial Hospital to explain the dissolution to PMH employees and to the community. 44-year-old Welton, Arizona man died in the early Friday morning accident. According to the Yuma County Sheriff's Office, the incident occurred at about 5:30 a.m. in the area of South Avenue 34E and East County 7th Street. According to the Sheriff's Office, pickup truck was southbound on South Avenue 34E when the truck veered off the road, rolled over, and ended up on the shoulder of the road. Driver, Buddy Wayne Clayton, was ejected from the vehicle and was pronounced at the scene. The incident remains under investigation. We've got your weather coming up next.
Happy New Year from Burgers and Beer with happy hour every day from 3 to 6. Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For January specials, enjoy an espresso martini or a refreshing Coors Light. And don't miss out on our Red Hot Caesar salad or our seasonal dessert triple berry crumble cake. Burgers and Beer proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 72 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 40. National Weather Service says ahead of an approaching weather system, our weather will remain dry with temperatures hovering near seasonal normal through Sunday. As this weather system moves into our region early next week, we will see a gradual cooling trend along with periodic chances for light showers, shower activity as early as Monday, but with the best chances likely on Wednesday. By late next week, drier weather and moderating temperatures should return to the area. Weather forecast calling for mostly cloudy skies today and gradually becoming sunny. Highs right near 70. Winds will be calm throughout the day. 10% chance of showers tonight with partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 41. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 30% chance of showers on Sunday, mainly after 10 a.m. Partly cloudy skies. Highs right near 68. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, a 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy skies, overnight lows around 43, west winds at around 5 miles per hour. 50% chance of showers on Monday, mainly before 4 p.m., mostly cloudy skies, highs right near 65, west winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 41 degrees, 42% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still unhealthy for sensitive groups in Calexico. Very high levels of PM 2.5, that finite particulate matter. Air quality is moderate in El Centro. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Local news, page 2, and the local weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet the friends at Burgers and Beer.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And we are now ready for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by PMHD, Pioneer Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Australian Open is just about ready to close. Yesterday, the women went at it. Madison Keys came out victorious with winning the Australian Open in her first Grand Slam title ever. Of course, she said it means the World Tour, and of course it does. Men's final is yet to be had. Jannik Sinner takes on Alexander Zverev in the men's final at the Australian Open. That is scheduled for Sunday, which is probably later today, because Sunday is later today in Australia. NFL championship division series, the league series. The NFC championship will be played tomorrow. The AFC championship as well. Starting off with the NFC championship, Commanders at the Eagles. That'll be the early game. Bills and the Chiefs play the latter game for the AFC championship. Both of those will be heard on KXO AM 1230. And the winners of those games will be in the Super Bowl February 9th, which will also be heard on AM 1230. In the NBA, it was the Trailblazers over the Hornets, 102-97. 76ers got by the Cavaliers, 132-129. Grizzlies beat the Pelicans by a score of 139-126. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And on the NHL the hockey scoreboard, games played yesterday. Islanders beat the Flyers 3-1. Stars over the Golden Knights 4-3. Lightning and the Blackhawks went into overtime. Lightning won the game 4-3, and the Jets beat the Utah Hockey Club by a score of 5-2. After looking outside the organization for Mike McCarthy's replacement, Dallas Cowboys chose offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer as the 10th coach in franchise history, according to the team. And an announcement yesterday, this week, Schottenheimer interviewed with owner Jerry Jones, executive vice president Stephen Jones, and vice president of player personnel Will McClay. He has a strong relationship with quarterback Dak Prescott and has connected well with people in the organization, but this will be his first head coaching job. Brian Schottenheimer is known as a career assistant, according to Jones. He said that Brian that ain't so no more. He is now known as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And the Las Vegas Raiders also signed a head coach. They reached an agreement with Pete Carroll to become the franchise's head coach on a 3-year deal with the 4th-year team option. The Carroll, who turns 74 on September 15th, is one of 4 head coaches to have led teams to both a college football national championship and the Super Bowl. The others are Barry Switzer, Jimmy Johnson, and Jim Harbaugh. And in search of some much-needed stability at defensive coordinator, the San Francisco 49ers are turning to a familiar face. After a 16-day search, the Niners on Friday announced they hired Robert Saleh as a defensive coordinator. Saleh, who ran San Francisco's defense from 2017 to 2020, is heading back to San Francisco after a 3+ year stint as the New York Jets coach. Niners sought a reunion with Saleh soon after moving on from the previous coordinator, Nick Sorensen. Niners coach Kyle Shanahan confirmed January 8th that Sorensen was out as defensive coordinator, though the team hopes to retain him in a different position or different role. The Carolina Hurricanes stunned the NHL on a Friday night by acquiring a Colorado Avalanche star right winger Mikko Rantanen in a blockbuster 3-way trade. According to the teams, they made the announcement yesterday. The Hurricanes acquired Rantanen, and the Chicago Blackhawks left winger Taylor Hall in the deal. Colorado received a winger Martin Necas, Carolina's leading scorer of this season, and the Hurricane center Jack Drury, as well as a 2025 second-round pick and a 2026 fourth-rounder from Carolina. And Conor McGregor wanted to face Logan Paul in an exhibition boxing match in India this year, but said the UFC would not grant him permission. In an interview this week with MMA personality, the Schmo McGregor said the UFC was not keen on what he called a glorified spar with Paul. So that's not going to happen. And South Carolina showed once more who's in charge in the SEC. Number 2, Gamecocks got 14 points from Joyce Edwards and used their trademark lockdown defense to end number 5, LSU's a perfect start to the season with a 66-56 victory on Friday night. And a young collector who scored a one-of-a-kind baseball card featuring National League Rookie of the Year Paul Skeens has turned down a trade offer from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Topps announced Friday that the 11-year-old from Los Angeles area had declined the deal and instead was going to put the card, which features Skeens' autograph and a patch from the game-worn jersey, up for auction. Taking the highest bidder, that boy's doing. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, and there's a lot more to learn. As we've got financial news and weather coming up next.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And your financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. S&P 500 closed lower after hitting new records on Friday as investors took some profit to end a solid week centered on President Donald Trump's return to the White House. Benchmark index shed 0.3% to 6,101.24, reversing course after hitting a fresh intraday record earlier in the session. NASDAQ Composite slipped 0.5% to 19,954.30. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 140.82 points, or 0.3%, to 44,424.25. Friday's losses snapped four-day winning streak for the three major indexes. Some mega-cap tech stocks that helped drive the market to all-time highs pulled back in this session, putting downward pressure on equities. NVIDIA slid more than 3%, while Tesla fell more than 1%. Despite Friday's retreat, excitement toward Trump's pro-business policies has largely pushed risk assets higher this week as investors focused on his inauguration. Traders are also so relieved that there have only been threats on a tariff front from Trump instead of formal action during his first few days in the White House. Got your weather coming up next.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 72 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 40. It's going to be mostly cloudy today, then gradually becoming sunny with the highs right near 70. Winds will be calm throughout the day. 10% chance of showers after 4 a.m. tonight. Partly cloudy skies with the overnight lows around 41. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 30% chance of showers on Sunday, mainly after 10 a.m., partly cloudy skies with the highs right near 68, south winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, a 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy skies, overnight lows around 43, west winds at around 5 miles per hour. Monday, 50% chance of showers, mainly before 4 p.m., mostly cloudy skies, highs right near 65, west winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 41 degrees, 42% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups in Calexico, very high levels of PM 2.5. Air quality is moderate in El Centro. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Financial news update and the weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro. It's 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
This is sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Wendy Gillette. 4 female Israeli soldiers are now free from Gaza. CBS's Rami Inocencio is in Tel Aviv.
These are 4 young female soldiers. They emerged from that Hamas car and walked across Gaza City's biggest square, that's Palestine Square. They were smiling, they were waving, and at least appearing physically well. Then they were handed over to the Red Cross. Their names, 19-year-old Liri Albag, 20-year-olds Karina Ariev, Daniela Gilboa, and Nama Levy.
The soldiers were freed in exchange for 200 Palestinian prisoners. In the West Bank, there were chants and celebration as buses transporting the prisoners arrived. Vice President Vance swore in Pete Hegseth for Defense Secretary within the hour.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear.
Vance offered the tie-breaking vote to confirm Hegseth in the Senate last night. CBS's Willie James Inman has more on the confirmation process.
Hegseth lost support following allegations that he mismanaged funds at veterans groups, claims of alcohol abuse, and sexual misconduct. He denies all the claims against him.
I have failed in things in my life, and thankfully I'm redeemed by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And finally, did you ever engage in any acts of physical violence against any of your wives? Senator, absolutely not.
The former Fox News host and Army veteran will now have the task of leading the massive Department of Defense, which is now assisting with deportations of undocumented immigrants.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio has ordered all U.S. diplomatic and consular posts to pause new funding pending a review. The BBC's Peter Bowes on the possible implications.
It could potentially affect Ukraine, a country which has received billions of dollars in U.S. military aid and weapons. Agencies working in global health are also trying to understand the implications.
CBS News has confirmed late Friday the Trump administration fired the independent inspectors general of at least a dozen federal agencies. Southern California is getting much needed relief from red flag warnings. CBS News Los Angeles reporter Gio Incinerares.
While cooler temperatures and some much needed rainfall will bring some relief to fire conditions, a slow and steady rain over several days would be most beneficial. However, there's a slight risk of thunderstorms. If one stalls over a burn area and delivers heavy rain, it could lead to debris flows.
Former CBS News correspondent David Dow has died. He worked as a correspondent from 1972 through 2002. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
T-Mobile 5G home internet keeps getting better. Get our fastest connection loaded with benefits. Get T-Mobile's best home internet starting at $55 a month with auto pay and any voice line. Plus, price lock. We won't raise your rate on internet. Check availability at T-Mobile.com/home internet.
Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Guarantees regular monthly rate plan price of fixed wireless 5G internet data with qualifying service. After $15 bill credit with postpaid voice line plus $5 a month without auto pay with debit or bank account. Regulatory fees included for qualifying accounts. $35 connection charge applies. Speeds vary due to factors affecting cellular networks.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
An upset at the Australian Open.
Madison Keys, you are a Grand Slam champion. What incredible tennis and what a match.
The call on ESPN. American Madison Keys beat defending champion Aryna Sabalenka of Belarus in the final, who said after her big loss,
"It's okay. I hope I'll see you next year."
The 29-year-old Keys can now collect her first Grand Slam title. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Some Jersey Shore towns are developing into more year-round destinations. Isaac Buckler is head of operations for Kushner Companies, which developed Pier Village in Long Branch.
The location is obviously beautiful summer and winter. Ocean views are always ocean views.
The village includes Wave Resort, hundreds of condos and apartments, and retail. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-230-2777, 800-230-2777, or biglou.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
What a sweet guy.
He's a genius guy. Not so pretty, but awfully sweet. AM 1230.
Oh, I'm glad you're here because I want you to hear this.
KXO.
1230 KXO.